Now, I have scanned the internet recently to find people's unpopular fashion opinions. Are they actually unpopular or not? And whether or not I agree with them. And I also want to know whether you guys agree with them or not, because I tend to get wrapped up in my own head sometimes and I forget there's a real world outside of Pinterest. And I would love for you guys to play along and for you to tell me if you think my answers are controversial or normal. And I want to say, thanks to the comments. I always be seeing the comments and I literally remember all the people that comment, and I'm being serious. And when you re-comment, I remember you. I could tell you some of your usernames right now. Now, the first one that I've seen, actually, I think I only saw one person say this, is that leather is here for all seasons. There's a growing opinion that leather can be worn in any season, not just fall or winter, challenging the controversial seasonal style rules. Now, I actually don't love leather anything, to be honest, other than shoes and bags. Oh, and coats. But yeah, I honestly don't love leather. I think there's few times when you need to be wearing a leather jacket, and I even don't love a black leather jacket, to be honest with you. I just think other than shoes, bags, or vintage crop jackets, I just don't like it in any other way. But I do think it's like a timeless material, you know? Now, the next one that I've seen a couple people say is goth and dark aesthetic is overrated. Now, while goth and dark aesthetics are trending, no they're not, but okay, some voices argue that they can feel cliche and not as groundbreaking as they perceive. Okay, I agree for my style, but in general, that whole statement, I totally disagree. And people calling it a trend or like an aesthetic is very ignorant, just because that's not what you like to wear. It's a whole lifestyle. It's the music you listen to, it's the mentality, it's the scene, it's the people you hang around with, it's the books you read, it's everything. It's not like it's just, oh, this is a trend, I'm gonna all of a sudden change my whole makeup and dye my hair this color and get this piercing, get this tattoo and do this. Like, it just is. It's not like you choose. I feel like you either get that style and you dress like that style, or you don't. And just because I don't get it for me doesn't mean I can't appreciate it, you know? And there's a reason why we have this more sort of dark aesthetic still around today, because in a way it is timeless. And I think, don't know if this is controversial or not, but the outdatedness of, say, stereotypically the long black coats or the red tartan sort of skirt things, or maybe like pocket chains, like, I don't know, stuff like that. I think because we look at it and go, on its own, as a piece, that's outdated. I think because everything in this kind of category seems outdated, I think that's why it's not outdated. I don't know if that made sense, but it stood the test of time for so long that how can it possibly be a trend or people, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that made sense, but it fully makes sense in my head. So I want to know your opinions on that one. Next one, I'm going to make it very short and sweet. Adidas Sambas are old and boring. Let's start by saying this isn't an unpopular opinion. This is a general opinion. I'm sick of seeing TikTok videos of people going, my fashion unpopular opinions, Adidas Sambas are boring. We all think that. However, there's still going to be people wearing Adidas Sambas that suits them and suits their style. So just because it's old and boring to me, it doesn't mean that's old and boring to someone else. So yeah, I'm bored of people hearing that this is a controversial opinion. It's not. Next one, I feel like I need to take a deep breath. Dressing for age is stifling. Some fashionistas advocate that breaking the mold of dressing appropriately for age, suggesting that personal style should not be limited by age. I agree. I always think that people who stereotypically don't dress well or don't dress for their age, etc., are way more interesting by, what's the word? Like automatic win. They automatically win. Does that make sense? Because as opposed to people wearing like boring stuff, like they look different. So to me, that anything different is always going to be a win immediately. And I want nothing more to be a cool old lady. Tell a lie, I actually don't want to get old, but some people romanticize getting old. I don't. I want to be 16 forever. Next one, fast fashion isn't completely evil. There are opinions that fast fashion can have its place if consumers are mindful about their purchases and of the environment impact, promoting a more sustainable approach to buying. Firstly, how can you be mindful? Like, you're buying fast fashion, but you're like, oh, it's okay because I'm mindful. No. What the heck? This article, like, why has that been written? But I actually disagree. I do think fast fashion is completely evil, but that's not me being ignorant to the fact that it does. Yes, I know the hardships. You don't need to tell me. I'm a preacher, so trust me, I get it. But I know it gives so many people around the world wouldn't have jobs, perhaps, if it wasn't fast fashion companies. And like, I do get the benefits. There's events coming up. You can't literally afford anything more than £5. I literally get that 100%. However, I think you're low-key delusional if you can't accept the fact fast fashion is evil. It's destroying our planet. Anything that destroys our planet is evil. But I think we're so past the point that it's like, no matter what we do at this point, if we tried to stop fast fashion today, it would be something else that would kill us all. You know, it will be like petrol or pollution through like other buildings. I don't know, like, I'm not an environmentalist girl, okay? But I think I think it's pretty much impossible in this day and age to completely avoid some types of fast fashion. And there's even brands that are like fashion houses that are considered as fast fashion. So there's really no getting around it. And even buying secondhand, technically you're still probably buying fast fashion stuff. So yeah, I'm not being ignorant to that, and I do get it, but it's just doing your part. Number 6, next one. Brand new white trainers always win. Girl, I don't have the passion, I don't have the energy. I'm hungry right now. I don't actually have it in me to say how firmly I disagree with this prompt. Because listen, this one I just added in at last minute because I think I was listening to the Wednesdays podcast, and in it Sophie and Melissa said, like, I think it was them, like, nothing beats a guy turning up to a date in fresh white crepes. And I thought I'd throw up in my mouth if a man wore fresh white crepes. And I've never been a clean trainer girl. Maybe I don't respect my clothes, maybe I just don't like the look of new things. I don't know. But yeah, nothing makes me more upset. Genuinely upset. Actually no. I'm gonna stand on that. Next one, the return of the cargo pant. While many fashion enthusiasts consider cargo pants outdated, a few people are advocating for their resurgence, claiming that they are practical and can be fashionable. I disagree. I think the cargo pant is always going to come in and out, but until it gets to the point where fast fashion has died out more, I just think we're going to be seeing it in like an Urban Outfitters kind of way, and not like how Rachel from Friends was wearing it when she was dating Brad Pitt in the 90s kind of way. Because if you're talking about that kind of way, then I'm here for it. But we're just not into fashion the way we used to be. So until that point changes, maybe our kids, you know, will bring that back in a nice way. But until then, I'm saying no. Next one, matching sets are overrated. Let's talk. Although matching sets have been a staple in many wardrobes, some fashion creators argue that they can be boring, that mixing patterns and styles can be more interesting instead. Okay, I agree. Matching sets are completely overrated. And I've seen this discourse online recently. I was listening to a podcast, and the girls on it said that wearing a matching set is like the only way to guarantee you have a good outfit. And I actually disagree. I think if you want to guarantee that you have a good outfit every time, jeans and a top, that's a guarantee, you know, that's what I'm saying. Or a LBD, little black dress if you will, that's a guarantee. Matching colourful sets, please. It's giving lazy, but I get it for the average person that's maybe not really into fashion, but I really just think it's zero creativity. I like a matching set when it's not brought together and you find one piece from here and one piece from there and put it together and it just turns out that it looks well together. But there's a difference between having weird swirly patterns on your top and on your bottoms. I just don't like it, to be honest, but I get for the average person why they go, oh, it's an easy go-to going out. So I'm not saying I don't understand these things. Like, I understand it. Like, I understand why a clean cut looking guy wouldn't have dirty trainers and does go for white clean trainers. Like, I do get it, do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving you my opinion on like our community, like people my age, like you guys watching this, like, you know what I'm saying. Next one, floral prints aren't just for spring. Is this a quote in Devil Wears Prada? I feel like it is. Okay, while floral prints are typically associated with warmer months, some influencers are advocating for their wear all year round, asserting that they can add vibrancy to any outfit. I disagree so heavily. You thought I was gonna say it should be worn all year round. I don't think they should be worn, period. Again, this probably just comes down to my personal style. I hate florals. There, I said it. I said it, and if you like wearing florals, that's fine, because you're probably looking at my top thinking, I hate dogs. Next one, skinny jeans still have a place. Let's get into this. Although many fashion trends have leaned towards wide leg styles, some creators are defending skinny jeans, claiming that they can be chic when styled properly. But in like a specific way, okay? Not like a Michael Kors belt, a little Chelsea boot, not in that kind of way. I feel like you need to be doing it ironically. I feel like Ray could pull it off. I don't think you need to just have smaller legs to be able to pull skinny jeans off, because I wore them recently and they look good. And one thing about me, I got thick thighs, so yeah. But that's all of my unpopular opinions, or all the internet's unpopular opinions anyways. I'm just sick of seeing videos and I'm scrolling and people are saying the exact same thing. That just shows it's not unpopular. I love a controversial opinion, and I'll probably do a video soon on my personal controversial opinions, because I have many. But that's fine, because people be hating what I wear and I'm actually alright with that. And most people in my life hate what I wear. I don't know what to say, but that's on being unique. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Follow me on my socials and please subscribe if you haven't already, because it's really fun over here and I have some really exciting videos coming. Okay, I'm gonna go. Love you. My advice would be break the norm. Break your normal daily life. Like if you're coming home from work and you just drive straight home, why don't you stop off at a random area to look at a view, or go into that shop that you always drive past? Genuinely do it and come back here and tell me if you've done it. Okay, bye. Ruff, 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 ruff.